Welcome to Meet the Theater Artist. My name is Jason Engelman, and I am here with social media superstar and comedian extraordinaire, and my dear friend, Stephen Ho.
What's
Hello,
going on,
Stephen.
man? Hello, hello, hello.
Fun facts about Stephen. First, this man has over 10 million followers on TikTok, over 1 million YouTube followers, and he's closing in on almost 500,000 Instagram followers. So that's obviously just an amazing accomplishment. So, Stephen, tell us, if you will, a little bit about your background. Where did you grow up? What did you study? Theater, performing, singing, dancing. What was your educational background?
Grew up in Milpitas, California. I went to Milpitas High, and then I went to college at UC Santa Cruz that I studied human biology. And the goal was to either go to medical school, PT school, become a nurse. And I think a couple years after college, while I was applying to grad school, I found a theater class at Foothill College in Los Altos. Took one theater class and I was hooked. I had never studied theater before that. I think I was 24 years old when that happened.
All right, so you're taking these theater classes, and eventually you started to do some community theater, right, in the Bay Area. And how did that go? What was it like, learning to navigate the Bay Area theater scene as an adult for the first time? Did you have, maybe tell us about some of your good experiences and maybe about some of your bad experiences as well.
I loved community theater. I loved it for what it was. I never had anything like it before, right? Never had experienced anything like it, putting on like a play. But my thing was, I think I came in and I really wanted to take it very seriously. And when you're doing community theater, you get a mixed bag of people who are doing it. Some people are doing it as a hobby. Some people are taking it seriously. Some people are kind of just there to like hang out. So, and since I was taking it seriously, it would irritate me that people weren't taking it seriously. So, and because of that, like I started looking for like more, I try to get to like the most professional theater on scene, which is ACT. But, it was good. It was fun. It was good to learn what it's like to be in a community theater. And I did a lot. I did a lot of community theater, right? I did a show with you at Foothill College.
You did two shows with me, actually, Foothill
Oh, right.
and Stage One.
Yes, Stage One at West Side Story. Shout out. Stage One at Foothill.
And so, do you have any advice for other people who are out of school but maybe have an inkling that they want to get involved in performing arts? Any advice from somebody like you who's managed to succeed to people who are just sort of thinking about getting started but are already adults?
The one advice I would give is like you just have to do it. Like if you really want to do it, you just have to do it, and know that you're probably gonna. I mean, I don't know. I sucked the first time I did it, and you're probably gonna suck. So if you can get over the fact that you're trying something new, it's probably not gonna be great the first time you do it. You're gonna have a lot of fun if you can get to the other side of that, because this thing, performing on stage for people, is like it's like a drug. There's no other feeling like it. It's just do it.
All right.
I moved to LA because everyone, what they say, like you're pursuing theater. I was doing like a lot of commercial work in the Bay Area, but I wanted a bigger market, so I was deciding between New York and LA. LA was just closer. So I went to LA when I think it was 2 years ago now, close to 2 years. I was 29 years old when I moved to LA.
Wow. And how was that transition you know, culture wise? I mean, did you have friends there already? How did you even know where to get started in the arts community?
I had one friend here. I had one friend from college here. We ended up living together for a little bit. But when I first moved down to LA, everyone kept telling me, you know, they were scaring me. They were like, "Hey, watch out for LA. A lot of people go broke. You know, there's a lot of partying. You're going to meet a lot of people that'll distract you."
Is that true?
No, yeah, it's very true. But I think I have more discipline than most people. I went down. I had enough money saved up, and I immediately got a job at a hospital in LA while I was doing a show in Davis. So I was flying down and doing interviews, and I was doing orientation, going back and forth. Because right after I think a show at ACT, I moved straight down to LA. But as soon as I got down to LA, I had an agent, I had a job, but even then, I decided to live out of the living room for the first year in LA just to save money and not go broke, because everyone was telling me, yeah, it's gonna be so easy to go broke.
So at what point? So you mentioned when you moved to LA, you did have a job, at least working at a hospital. And at what point did you decide to break the reins off completely and focus full time on performing? What prompted you to do that?
Well, I mean, social media completely blew up, and I got into a rhythm where I figured, man, if I just do one of these a day, like things could go really well. But also the job I had, they didn't really like the fact that I was going on social media and calling people motherfucker. So they had really strong feelings about it. So that on top of like, hey, this is going somewhere. I'm also making money from this now. At one point, I was making more money from social media than my job. So I figured, this it's time.